Find your space, back up a little bit, shake your arms out, shake it out fast. And now, bending your knees, straighten your arms. Your knees are doing it. Your arms are just relaxed, alternating extensions, but your arms are limp. You get your legs warm up here too. Bend over more and do it again. Keep going. Nice. Good. Stand up. Right arm up. Full extension as high as you go, and then straight back. Nice. Bring it forward. And other arm. Nice. Okay, break your fall. Roll it out. Clinch conservative today.
Aggressive. Aggressive.
Clinch aggressive and Americana arm lock.
Yes. From the mouth.
Nice. S mount on the way up. And then back down. Both legs facing the same direction. Open the hips. One more. From the mount, lay in your stomach. Take your knees and your hands off the ground. Everything's off the ground. Just floating. Knees are off the ground. Hip pressure, chest up a little bit, hands off the ground. Your back is activated, your glutes are activated. And now, slide your right knee forward, keep your left foot in the air. Left toes in the air, but my hips settle and my right knee comes up. And now shoot this knee in, turn, other knee forward. Other side, in, forward. In, both legs up, one leg forward, toes to the sky. In, forward. Last one, forward. Excellent. Okay, everyone, sit down. Leg up, leg down, both hands on the ground. We're gonna jump laterally, put your weight on your hands, jump back in base, and stand up. Coming down, nice. Hands down, jump back. Good. There you go, hands. And hands. 4. And hands. 5, excellent. So now, stay standing, sorry, other side. Switch sides, hands down, jump back. 1. Hands and jump. 2. And 3. 4. And 5. Awesome, excellent. All right, standing up. Situation is that of establishing the clinch, closing the distance and getting a hold of someone who wants to hurt you. And today we contemplate an aggressive opponent. What does that mean? Someone who isn't simply stalking you or walking towards you, talking aggressively or inappropriately. Someone who actually initiates the attack. And when it's not an aggressive opponent, we call a conservative opponent, covered in a different class. And the idea is, the more aggressive someone is, the easier it is to get a hold of them. And you want to get a hold of them because if you keep backing up during their aggression, you can get pummeled by their punches. So the way it looks is, if I'm here and I'm moving towards Eddie and he's backing up, he wants to keep a distance, and I go to attack him, if he doesn't know what to do, just kind of cover and back up. Boom, 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 boom. He's at the end of my punches, so he can get very hurt in the process. So when the ambush and when the attack happens, instead of retreating, Eddie's gonna stay away and he's gonna close the distance and grab a hold of me. So he's here backing up, keeping the distance. And when I attack, he comes in and follows me very assertively, getting to that full clinch position. So footwork is important, closing the distance, hands up, and very important to cover your face on the way in. So from here, he backs up. Look at the distance, 2 arm lengths away. It's very important. Movement, movement, movement. I attack, he comes in, he protects, and he closes all the way in. Very persistent after that initial entry to make sure that he stays close, because after he lunges, I'm gonna try to get away. And he has to make sure that he keeps that close range connection the whole time. Okay, so let's do some footwork drills before we actually get into the distance closure. Let's do just some movement in our room. So everyone stand up, spread out, face the camera. In your square stance, I want you to step back with your strong side foot. So if you're regular stance, you step back with your right foot. If you're goofy footed or southpaw, step back with your left foot. Okay, so whatever feels natural for you. Get your stance, the back of your foot 45 degrees on the ball of your foot. Front foot is pretty flat on the ground. Back of the foot, your heel is just barely floating. So you're centered, but you're ready to pounce off that back foot. Hands are up, okay, and you're looking between your hands. So you're not in front of your face, but one on either side and then just slightly extended away. So my hands are up, but this hand can come out and lead a little bit until, of course, it's time to cover my face and make that happen. So once we're here, hands are up, good stance right here. Try this forward. Move forward, push off your back foot. Try that. Back up, push off your front foot. Okay, forward, boom, hands up, back, forward, and back.
Very good, Harrison.
Forward and back. Good. Now move to the right with your right foot. Perfect. And move to the left. Good. Right. Boom. Left. Sidestepping. And you end up in the same exact base every time. That's what's important here, you guys. No matter where you go, you're always back in this comfortable stance. So if someone pushes you or runs at you or does something, you can step in and you have that solid stance to pounce on them. So let's try it again. Move to the left. Boom. Right. Excellent. Forward. Good. Back. Right. Forward.
Nice base, guys.
Left.
Yeah.
Left. Back. Back. Side. Side. Now we're doing our square. Forward. Forward. Side. Side. Back.
Very good action.
Back. Side. Side. Forward. Forward. Back. Back. Side.
Awesome,
side.
Gracie.
Base. Base. Excellent. So now, one thing to consider is sometimes someone corners you and you got to move out quickly, so you want to side shuffle and then get back in your stance. So whatever your room is, let's draw like a big U-turn here. So I'm on this side of my room, watch. I'm gonna shuffle around the person in the center and get back in my stance, facing the center. Okay, so try that.
Will.
Circle, 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 and then back. Hands up, circle, move,
Nice,
move,
no,
move,
no.
move, move. Back in your stance, facing the center. I'm looking at my target right here. Circle, 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 circle. Back in the stance, ready for the fight.
Looking great, and
So they're cornering you, you circle, and then you find yourself back in the stance, hands up, ready to rock and roll. Excellent. The other critical piece of this, you guys, is from your stance, when it's time to close the distance, is the pounce. Let's practice the pounce. So from here, lunge off your back foot, reach with your front foot, and then walk, 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 walk. Okay? Yes. So
Great,
after the pounce, you square up your stance, okay? So you start off with a direct lunge, like a big jump, and then your legs come more square. They don't stay bladed after the pounce. So from the side, here's how it looks. Everyone get ready. Everyone back up in your room. Back into the wall. Back up a little more so you can pounce big, hands up, and pounce. And then follow fast, fast, fast. It's got to be assertive, you guys. It's got to be quick.
very good,
Because
John and Kalisa.
homeboy's going to back up and try to hit you. So when you decide to go, you have to go. Okay, you have to commit. So we're here. Get your stance, get low. See how far you can pounce. Who can do the biggest pounce with that front leg? Ready, 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 pounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you go,
Thomas.
it's like you're taking off on the race. Excellent. Last one. This time, watch this. Face the camera. Let's protect our head. Everyone take your hands. Take your left hand, put it up nice and high. Almost like you're sleeping on a pillow. Like you were laying down on the pillow. Put it up way up there. Other hand right on top of your head in this area. And look through the bars here. So you can see. So if they're coming with a right-handed punch, this is where you're going to cover. If they come with a left-handed punch, this is it. So it's this alternating elbow coverage. Nice and high. You're tight. Okay? Putting your hands on your head like this is okay. Just not as reliable in terms of protection. So wherever I see the big punch coming, it's boom or boom. It's high coverage, eyes up, bend your knees, chin in tucked, and we go straight down the center into their chest. Okay, so this time as we lunge, put your hands up. So hands up, get ready, we're gonna pounce, and hands up, go. Boom, and now clinch, 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 wrap, yeah. Excellent. And for that clinch, Eddie, after we lunge and we step in, and I step in, and I boom, and I wrap. Look at this. We're gonna wrap his back and grab the wrist. My front hand grabs my back wrist, and I pull his hips in, and I keep him off balance, push away. So now no matter where Eddie goes, I'm tight. He might even fall. Look, he might even lose his balance because my clinch is so tight on his hips that he's like compromised in his balance. So if that were the case, we can keep driving straight through and put him on his back. Okay? So that clinch, to be clear, look at Eddie's feet. I step one foot to the outside and I wrap. Or I go this way and I wrap. So whichever side I step doesn't matter, as long as I hit him, boom, and then I choose a side, 1 or 2. And always remember, the forward leg corresponds with the forward arm. And the forward arm tells you which ear on his chest. So if my right arm is wrapping his body, my right ear is on his chest. If my right leg is forward, then my right hand is wrapping if my left leg is forward and my left hand is wrapping my left ear on his chest, and my hips are nice and tight, elbows in, push me away, and I follow him, push me off. Eddie, push me off, push my shoulders. Yeah, try to get away. Go, look, there's no way, and then eventually, look, boom, down we go, into full mount, okay? Let's all practice entering that clinch. So everyone face the camera, standing. Take one step forward, 1 foot. Wrap the body with the same arm. But don't be leaning. I don't want to see your weight. Look, transfer over that front foot. When I step, I'm still here. Any distribution is perfectly equal. Wrap the back. Grab your own wrist, everyone. Pull your elbows to your ribs and put your ear right on their chest, right in there, like you're listening to their heartbeat, tight. That way they can't knock you out. You're too close. Other side. Other foot forward. Wrap the back. Hand here, elbows in, tight, and pull. Nice. Vai no meu quarto, pega o moletom no meu armário, no meu quarto, o moletom. Devagar. Okay, so everyone get ready. Base, step, wrap. Let's do it. Grab your wrist, head tight. Now in base, follow along, tight. Shh. Follow in your stance. And then if this person starts to be, maybe the situation is you want to disengage, what you're going to do is use both hands, push off their body, and disengage and get out. Remember, you might not want to take this person down. You might say, no, I'm getting out of this fight. I don't want to be on the grapple with this guy. I want to clinch to save myself from the knockout, but then I push out and disengage. Let's put it all together. Everyone stand in the middle of your room. As they're coming towards you, the first thing is keeping that distance. Hands up. Everyone back up. 1, stay out. 2, stay out. 3, stay out. He's moving towards you. Now when they attack, lunge. Boom, hit him, and wrap. Follow in the clinch. Stay tight. Good base, pulling in tight, elbows in. Nice, they're hitting you. Push off, get away, disengage and get out. Nice. Reset one more time. Hands up. We're gonna back up, hands up. Step with your back leg, moving away. You're watching them, they're keeping that safe distance. Here comes the aggression, pounce. Boom, hit them. Wrap the body. Nice, hold. Follow, stay with it. Stay tight, and push off. Disengage. Excellent. All right, excellent, you guys. This is it. Standing clinch. In the future, you're going to see body fold takedowns, you're going to see leg hook takedowns, double leg takedowns, all on the similar timing with the objective of taking them down. And today, if you're in that clinch and you hold them tight and they just fall, you just kind of step in and descend to the mount with them. And if that were to happen, check this out. Eddie can lay down right here. Look, feet here. We're going to do the Americana arm lock today. Okay, cover some awesome details here with you guys. Check this out, 2-on-1, a great submission, because if you end up in the mount in a street fight, what is your likely recourse? Most likely for someone who doesn't do jiu-jitsu, or someone who does a little bit of jiu-jitsu, or someone who does none at all. Sit up here and boom. Broken hand, broken face, lawsuit, hospital bill, all these things happen when you don't have technique to win controllingly and with leverage as your main asset. So check out what we're gonna do instead. 2-on-1, boom, tuck that elbow in. Under, grab, and break. Or negotiate, we can go slowly. Watch again, 2-on-1, boom. Go under, grab the wrist, no thumb. Heads down and slide and lift. Okay. Sneak under the elbow with the hand, I go palm up entry. Then I turn and go palm down. So no thumbs, head down, slide and lift. Okay, 2-on-1, no thumbs. I use my arms, I use my body weight to drive it down. I tuck my elbow into Eddie's neck. If this elbow's even a little bit separated, he'll straighten his arm and I can't stop it. But if the elbow's touching the neck, straighten the arm. He can't. Palm up entry, I dig under his tricep, and then I turn. I use my fingers to dig, then I turn and I grab. Now my head is down, and then I slide and lift. Boom. Okay, most common mistake is this. People get under, they dig, they get here, then they hold it and they lift, 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 lift. Unreliable. Now there's no pressure on the shoulder. The key is keep your head down so you don't get eye gouge and slide his hand south. Okay, we're going to do this right now, but everyone needs to run right now and grab yourself a hooded sweatshirt. Anywhere in the house, run. You have 30 seconds to grab a hoodie. Go quick. 29, 28. Bring your hoodie quick. Any hoodie has to have a hood. It does not have to turn into a backpack, although you will get bonus points. Always bonus points for quick flip.
Hey, hold on. How about if they don't know what it is?
They all know, bro.
Should we show to them?
27, 22, 14, 12, 10. Bring it down. Lay your hoodie down. Let's mount on the hoodie, everyone. 9, 8. Once you get your hoodie back, lay it down on the ground. I'm on both arms. Look, I take the hoodie from the wings and I throw them 90 degrees north. We're going to do some additional variations today of the Americana. It's going to be very fun. Turn your hoodie north. Once you're back, follow me on the lead. Let's go together, guys. Everyone, 2-on-1, cross grip on the wrist. Cross grip on the wrist. Same side grip on the forearm. If you don't have a hoodie in your house, get one at quickflipapparel.com, number one. Number two, it's okay. Just go along with nothing. Just go imaginary. Or use your gi top. Works as well. Not as fun, though, for the final variation because you need a neck hug, which we need the hood for. 2-on-1. Pin the arm. Look, lower the elbow and tuck it into the neck of the hood, you guys. Everyone, tuck it in. Take your secondary hand, dig underneath the tricep, palm up, palm up. Turn and go palm down. Now I have one grip there, monkey, one grip here. Now I lower my head. Okay, everyone, solid grips. Lower your head. Take the hand, slide it to your knee as you lift the elbows up.
Great, Katrina.
Shh.
Very good, James.
Look, so we slide it to the knee. My hand goes slide as my elbow lifts. Look, 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 look. Your head is connected until you get too low that you can't follow it. Then you lift. Sit up. Do it again. Let's go. 90 degrees. We're all here, guys. 2-on-1. Come across. Get that grip. Elbow to the ground. Come under. Palm up. This is important, you guys. You're going to get much more leverage digging under. Turn. Grab with no thumbs now. Head down tight. Take the hand. Slide south. Lift north. Shh.
Awesome,
Beautiful.
Gabriella.
Other side. Switch sides. If you haven't already, grab it. Elbow down to the neck. Palm up. Entry. Dig, dig, dig. Turn and grab. No thumbs. Head down. Slide and lift. Shh.
Very good, Melvin.
Excellent. Last one on the other side, on the weak side. 2-on-1. Everybody go 2-on-1. Pin it down. Tuck your elbow right there. Look. Tuck it in solid. Look at my wrist, you guys. Look at my wrist. No. Yes. Take that wrist and super hook it on their wrist. Yeah, it's very important. Get your elbow down right there, Yuri, on the ground. And now come under, palm up. Dig your way under and then turn and grab. Also super hook. Not shallow hook, deep super hook on the wrist. Head down in your hands. Take the hand, slide it to your knee. Shh. The shoulder is broken. Okay, Eddie's coming back in. Eddie's coming back in. Check it out, you guys. Now, we have to talk about a critical element here, which is if I mount on Eddie and go 2-on-1, watch this, and I put my elbow down and I sneak under his arm and grab the wrist, no thumbs, and I do nothing else, his right hand can bump and push me off pretty solid. Boom, you're gonna fly. And if you fly, the Americana is useless because you don't have the relative angle control that you previously had. You have to be facing their hips with your hips attached. So instead, right when I lock this down, my hand sneaks under, simultaneously the opposite foot, I'm gonna shoot in. Now he can push all he wants. I'm connected on my hips to his leg because this leg back here is Eddie's power source. And if I connect to it, he cannot bridge me off because I'm anchored to his driving source. Very important. Key details on the hook. Do not grapevine. Look at my toes. Look how I'm stretching Eddie's leg south. Don't do that. It's not about stretching his ankle. It's about driving your toes to your own head. Think of your leg like a scorpion's tail, shooting up to the sky and almost coming over this way. That's the idea. My knee, touch my knee, is floating. Eddie's hand can go under my knee because I have so much hip pressure. All my weight is right here driving into his rib cage and his stomach. And now, with that nice pressure, I slide and lift. On the back side, we hook. On the front side, my other leg, we don't hook. We post our knee in for base. I'll show you over here. 2-on-1, elbow tucked. I come under, palm up, I grab, I shoot the other hook, and now look at my other knee, how my front knee does not hook in. This is important. My front knee stays floating for base. Head down, slide and lift. And there's your submission, okay? So back hook in, front knee open, just like we did during warm-ups. Let's go. Everyone's right here. Hands up, full mount. Let's go on the right. I'm gonna go in this arm first. Pin it down, elbow down, come under the elbow, palm up, sneak under. As you're sneaking under, take your opposite foot, look, drop that pelvis on the ground. Nice, Daniela.
Great, Robert.
Now from here, lock your hand, no thumbs. Both hands, monkey grips. Good, Mona. Keep your head low. And now, keep that hip pressure. Your other knee is cocked forward. And now slide and lift, slide and lift, slide and lift, slide and lift. Shh. Other side.
Good, John.
2 on 1. Pin it down, elbow down, sneak under, turn, palm up entry, turn, palm down, no thumbs. Take your opposite leg, shoot that hip back, melt the hip to the mat while your toes are facing the sky, keeping your front side knee based out on the easy side here. Slide and lift. Shh.
Awesome, Jason.
While you're sliding, guys, this elbow remains heavy on the mat. This is very important. The elbow, it lives here, and now you slide and lift. Shh. Okay, so that's very important. That elbow is a pivot point. It does not move during the technique. One more time on the strong side. 2 on 1. Boom, elbow tight. Come under, grab. Shoot the hook as you sneak under. And now slide the hand. If you're not sliding, you're not breaking. Shh. Excellent. Now check out this variation. Eddie, please. Now, watch this. When you mount on the person, this is a slightly more advanced neck hug variation. When you're mounted, this idea of sitting up to then go grab an arm, the problem is it puts me in a compromised position where he can easily push me off. Bridge and push, boom, you fly. You go for a fly. Okay, so to avoid that, this is important. You want to be low. You want to have neck hug. You want to have control. Push me off. Now I'm like locked in, I'm tight, I'm close to Eddie, right? I'm controlling the mount. From this low neck hug, however, if I let go to go to the arm, I then compromise my base once again. So the key is from down here, look, we're gonna pin the subject's wrist down. You can set it up with strikes or distractions and he blocks his face and I snatch it down and put it to the ground, number 1. As I push it away, he doesn't like that, he's gonna bring it back. As he brings it back, I hand it off to my hand. Palm up entry, double monkey grips, loop around, hook, and slide. This is the neck hug variation of the Americana. So from the neck hug, first step, pin the wrist, push it away. The more you push it away, the more they're gonna resist that push, and when they resist to bring it back in, watch what I do. I hand it off to this guy, look, boom. And I feed his wrist behind his neck to my hand. Now I have double C-clamps. I go under the elbow, palm up, dig, 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 turn, palm down. Thumbs removed. So I had my thumb initially, but when my second hand comes in, you guys, the thumb comes out and they both become monkey grips, okay? Now, what do I need to have at this point? My back hook. So I shoot my back hook in. And before, at that point, I have good hip pressure. Now I'm looping this elbow around his head because if I don't loop the elbow, I'm lifting, but I'm not sliding. I need to loop the elbow around, you guys. You're gonna forget that detail. Critical. Now, head down, slide and lift. We got him. You have to loop around. Now, here's what's interesting, is that the back hook in, let's rotate. The back hook that I have right now, intact, prevents Eddie from pushing me towards you guys. It's a very solid hip pressure. Try to bench press me this way, he can't. He can't push me towards you guys. But if he hugs my body and rolls me the other way, I have no base. It's very easy, go back. So hooks are only effective in one direction. Okay, my back hook drives, prevents the front side push. If he cross hugs my body, look, and then goes to roll me the other way, I need to switch my hooks until he stops, and then I switch back. This is very important, you guys, switch hooks. So if he's pushing me, I anchor. If he hugs me to roll me the other way, I need to switch this hook goes in, the other hook goes out. And Eddie's trying to roll me to the weak side over there. Go ahead. It's not working because I have my hook. And then when he stops trying, I need to switch back. How come? Because right now there's so much weight on this side of my body, I can't break his arm. But when I switch back to my default hook, I alleviate the arm pressure, allowing myself to slide and lift very effectively. So that's very important. You can't hyperextend the shoulder until you go back to your default hook configuration, which is back hook in, front knee open. Bring the hoodies, guys. Let's try this together. Bring in the neck, and you need the hood now for this. Watch. So I mount on my hoodie right here. I go under the neck, and I take the wrist and I push it away. Everyone push that neck away. Push it far away. Great. As he's fighting to come back in, let him come, hand it off real quickly to your own hand. And then go, watch this, go under, grab your own wrist and take the thumb out. So now it's both no thumbs. Excellent.
Very good.
And now from here, watch what you're gonna do. As you loop the elbow around the head, in the neck, put it right in the neck of the crook of the neck, put your back hook in, boom, nice. From here you can break the arm, but what if he rolls you the other way? Shoot your front hook in, up,
Great.
take your other hook out.
That was
Nice.
awesome.
And then if he goes back the other way, you switch back.
Beautiful, yeah.
Nice, and now head down, slide and break.
Solid technique.
Reset. Here we go. 2 on 1. Let's go for the neck hug with the other hand. Hug. Grab the wrist. Pin it down. He hates this. So what do? You slide and feed. Come under the arm, palm up. Dig, dig, dig. Turn. Go palm down. And now, as you loop this elbow around in the crook of the neck, shoot your back hook in. No thumbs on the grips.
Very good, Michael.
Now, as he goes to roll you the other way, switch your hook. In, out. Nice, Tracy. Excellent, you guys. Now he goes back the other way, or he stops pushing. You got to go back to default hooks. What does default mean? Opposite hook. Boom, boom. Head down, slide and lift.
Looking good, Ramon.
Again, come on up. Let's go. 2 more. Everybody get low. Hug the neck. Grab the wrist on the other side. Push it away. Push it away. Now from there, as they're pushing, I'll rotate here for a better angle for you guys. As we're pushing it away, they don't like that, so they bring it in. Hand it off. Everybody hand it off. Now sneak under the elbow, palm up. Turn, go down, no thumbs. Change to palm down, no thumbs, and put your back hook in. Boom! As you loop the elbow around, you already have your hook in. Excellent. Now head
Very
down.
good, Malco.
Now slide and lift. Your elbow remains stationary as your south elbow lifts up. Excellent. Now what if as you're squeezing, they switch sides. They throw you the other way. Switch your hooks. Boom, everybody. And now go back to default. Boom, quick switch.
Very good, Sheen.
Nice, Joe. And now slide and lift. Got him. Last one. And then we'll put it all together, you guys. So look, hug the neck with the other side. Big neck hug. Grab the wrist. Pin it down. Shove it away. He fights. Bring it in. Hand off with the C-clamp. Come under the elbow. Palm up. Go thumbless grips now at this point. Loop the elbow around the head as or before you slam that hook in. On the
Awesome,
backside.
man.
Head down, get ready for the squeeze, but he rolls you the other way. Switch your hooks quick. Boom!
Very good, Yun Sung.
And then when he chills out, you go back the other way. Boom. And now slide and lift.
Looking really good, guys. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, everyone, leave your hoodie on the ground somewhere in this room because we're going to mount on it during this scramble. Put the hoodie on the ground, right in the center of your room, facing with the arms bent nicely for the mount. And we're going to use it, okay? Everyone put your hands on the ground, jump up in base. Good. And we're going to dance here. Let's dance with the hoodie. Okay, start with this. Circle. Fight stance. Circle. Stay away from the hoodie. Stance. Good. And now, wherever you are, line up beneath your hoodie and back up. 1, 2, 3. When they attack now, lunge. Boom. Clinch, clinch, clinch. Wrap them up. Follow, follow. Base.
Great
base,
falling.
base. Stay tight in the clinch. Push away. Boom. Disengage. Hands up. Manage the distance. Awesome.
Very good, Ruben.
Now they're going to attack you again. Stay away. Stay away. Lunge. Boom. Step in. Follow, follow, follow. This time you don't want to make distance because you realize that they're not going to let you go. They're going to keep coming after you. So look, look, look. Go down, fold their body, and then descend on the mount on top of your hoodie. Let's go. Everyone mount the hoodie. Come on in. From the mount, right away, go to neck hug. Get low. Head neck hug, and now grab the hand and push it away. Nice.
Great, Darren.
And then from there, hand it off. Sneak under the elbow, palm up. Nice. Grab your own wrist, no thumbs. Loop the elbow around and put your back hook in. Make sure it's in. He rolls you the other way. Switch your hooks. Boom. Excellent. He rolls you the other way. Switch back. Boom.
Really good, Dave.
Slide and lift.
Awesome, Monica.
Good hook switches, you guys. Excellent. Now check this one out. Eddie, come on in. This is just a bonus detail. So you guys can see how the branches of the tree just keep growing. So if you're mounted, sometimes you have a really strong guy down here, like angry muscle, boom, muscle head. Look, 2-on-1. As I push this, he doesn't like this. So he's going to resist by grabbing it with his other hand. And when he does, we catch the arm with the other arm. See that? This is where the combination.
Really fast and cool.
This is where you go into like the decoy concept, where I pretend like this is what I want, but that's just a decoy. So that he goes to defend that. See, what you want to do is you want to be, when it comes to the gameplay, you want to be move number 1 and move number 3. Think about that. You do move 1, so they react with 2. Because you know 2, what it's going to be, you can already anticipate and catch them in 3. That's the beauty. So how do you know what they're going to do for number 2? Well, years and years and years of experience, number 1. Number 2, you might be mounted and go like this, like, and he goes, you grab it, pull it back in, pull it back in. Grab your hand and pull it back. Yeah, he already showed you. He just did it once. Now do it again. He goes, now I can count on that response. Does that make sense? That's the reconnaissance principle. The idea that you do something and you learn from that. Oh, I know he's a cross grabber. Muscle head cross grabber we have here with us. And if you know you have a muscle head cross grabber, guess what? The second time you pin their arm out, they're going to do the same thing they did the first time. Why? Because it worked. And when something works, they repeat the action until they get caught slipping. That's why thieves keep thieving. Bad people keep bad peopling until they get caught, because it's working. They're getting away with it. So as long as he's defending the arm incorrectly and getting away with it, he's going to keep doing it, and then you're going to catch him. Let's see if we have any questions for the Americana or the clinch on the aggressive opponent that pertain to today's class, and if it pertains to a different class, I'll be glad to tell you. Gabriella said, clinch entry foot should be the opposite from your opponent. Good question, Gabriella. She's asking about orthodox versus kind of southpaw in terms of stance and relative to your opponent. If your opponent has this foot forward, should you have that foot forward? And relative, do you have to adjust based on their stance? The answer is no, you don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. Most of us have our strong stance that we like, and you can persist with that one every single time. Should we use a monkey grip during the clinch? Yes, Chris. When you're grabbing your own wrist around someone's body, because the nature of the grab is a pulling grab, you want to use a thumbless grip, whether you go under, palm to palm, or over. In all cases, it's going to be thumbless versus grabbing like that where the hand would slip out. Does that make sense? C-clamps, these are C-clamps, C-grips or C-clamps, are for pushing functions. Monkey grips are for pulling, and since we're pulling the torso of the person towards us, having the monkey grip will be more effective. When doing the wrist wrap, is our front leg somewhat hooking against one of their legs? When doing the waist wrap, is our front leg somewhat hooking? No, it's not hooking the leg, Hyung-soon. You're just angled with your feet on the ground, wide base, close to their leg. The hooking aspect doesn't come in until the leg hook takedown, where it is a true hook in every sense. It doesn't matter. Does it matter when you put the back hook in? I prefer to do it when the arms digs under rather than when looping around the neck. That's okay, Rishab. You can put the back hook in. As long as you put it in at or before the loop around, you can put it in, no problem. Sometimes putting the leg hook in too soon, I'll show you what he's talking about. From the mount, when you hug the neck and you feed the wrist behind the neck and you get to here. Sometimes when you put the hook in first, it's hard to loop this around for people because their torso isn't long enough. So in that case, you go to your knee, you loop around, and then you shoot it in. So the timing of the hook entry relative to the loop around can change depending on your body type and your ability to loop around. What if they trap your arm with their head so you can't slide out? Ooh, that's a good question, Pyman. So full mount, I'm here, and I have Eddie's arm, and I do this, and I have everything locked up, but he puts his head so heavy that I can't loop my arm around his head. Let go. I want to do this. Pyman's question is, what if the head is pinned so I can't loop around? Check it out. You lift the elbow high to the sky, you shoot your knee up in his armpit, you walk the other foot, you invert it, and then now we're sitting here, hug, pin, choke, step, and fall straight back. Boom. So you transition to a whole different figure 4 arm bar from the mount that does not require you to loop the arm around the head. Great question. And great technique in the master cycle. Are you doing the modified mount into the arm bar? Yes, when you pin the arm 2-on-1, when we do the decoy where we push and they did this, you are doing modified mount. You're posting up your front leg to ensure a nice step around for the back leg during the actual spin. How do you protect your neck on the entry of the clinch? Nona's asking. When you step in and clinch someone, how do you prevent it from hurting your neck? Well, that's what the cage is for, Nona. That's why you put the cage up, you put on your helmet, and you step in. This is what hits them. It shouldn't be your head. If your head is impacting their chest, you're going to tweak your neck on the way in, for sure. Can I show elbow and head position for Americana again, please?
Can you show it?
Can you show Americana head position for the Americana? Yeah, so you're laying down head that way. So I go 2 on 1. I pin this down. I come under, palm up, and I get to here. My head is right here, you guys. My forehead stamps my hand. Boom. That's it. That's it. Want to see a cool trick my grandfather taught me? If this elbow is super heavy, heavy, and there's no way you can get under, look, the only reason the elbow's so heavy is because his hand is elevated. He can't keep his hand heavy, hand heavier, and prevent my elbow entry. So if he overcompensates here, the hand is very light. So what you do is you take your hand, you put your wrist under his forearm, use your head, and then you pry his elbow off the ground and come in the side door. A la Vunka in the realest sense right there. Let me see what else we got. How about your opponent with long limbs? No problem, Sophia. Give me those long limbs. I'm going to break them right off. I love them long limbs. Yeah. No problem. Listen, long limbs, breakable. Short limbs, breakable. But in terms of pure submissions, you have more leverage with a longer lever. So my arm, as being as long as it, if Eddie catches me in a straight arm lock, is more breakable because the lever is longer. So he has more leverage. You get a short, stocky, thick little arm, and you start breaking it, it's like, man, his little forearms, and you're squeezing it. So it's beautiful. It's all beautiful. If you have short arms, can you keep the neck? Yes, you can. What else we got? What if you can't reach your wrist around the to wrap around them? Can you grab their shirt? What if you can't? Oh, so in the clinch, David's asking, when you're in the clinch, if you can't reach your hand around their back, can you grab their shirt? Yes, as long as you grab onto something, you're okay. Excellent. All right, you guys. Awesome. Everyone cross your legs and close your eyes and sit down with me right here. Cross your legs and close your eyes and... Imagine that. Caught the best wave of your life this morning, or the first wave for some of you who've never surfed before. And then at the very end of the barrel, while you were about to pop out, there was a guy right there, and he was coming the other way, and you were going right. I mean, you were going left, he was going right. And you guys collide, boom, and you fall. Pop your heads out of the water. He says, hey, F you. And he says, hey, I'm just a beginner. Forgive me. I don't care. You shouldn't be here. You should be on the sand with the babies. And you say, okay, well, what would you like to do, sir? I want to fight you on the sand. I said, no, you probably shouldn't, but I want to. Okay, we will. And we ride the boards out to the sand. Once we get out, we drop the boards. Sand is like a little bit firm, right? Because it's not the wet. It's like a little bit dry sand. It's not this deep, slippery, super slippery sand, which has no traction. So you walk up there. He starts coming towards you. You put your hands up. Says, listen, man, we don't need to do this. We're just here having fun. Friday morning, we should know better. You should know better than to catch my wave. And he comes at you. As you're keeping the distance, he comes at you, swings. You bite your teeth. You change levels. You put on your helmet. You hit him in the chest hard. Totally catches him off guard. You wrap that clinch. He almost slips away, but you lock your hand behind his body, pull his hips in, and he's leaning back in the clinch, trying to punch you in the face so hard that he loses his balance. So he goes crashing down, almost surprises you how easily he falls. So you quickly release your grip around his body so you can catch yourself on the ground, end up mounted right there. You kind of creep your way into the mount. It's sandy. It's a little bit wild at this point. You put your hooks in, you stay low. He grabs the sand, and he starts throwing it at your face. So you close your eyes. Now you're hugging his neck. Your hooks are in. Your head is low. He's throwing sand. And all you can do is keep your eyes closed and keep his neck hugged. But you can feel everything. So you take your hand and you grab his wrist. That's trying to throw sand. You grab his wrist. You pin it down to the ground. He thinks you're trying to stop the sand throws. He doesn't realize that as he tries to bring his arm back in, you hand it off behind the neck. It's all sandy, dirty. You hand it off. Then at that point, you're like, wow, he fell for that pretty easily. You sneak under the arm and grab your own wrist and monkey grips. You're like, wow, that was easy. Your hooks are still in. You quickly loop the elbow around the head, and you slide a little bit, and he goes, ah, yells, boom, little pressure. And in the other hand, he's still trying to hit you, and you say, hey, bro, stop hitting me with your other hand. Put your hand down. You talk to him. Stop hitting me. Let go of my arm. No, I'm going to let go. But you loosen up the pressure. I'm going to let go, but you need to stop hitting me. Okay. He stops. He starts breathing, and then you very controlling say, I'm going to let you up, all right? Once I let you up, this is over. Do we have an understanding? Yeah, we do. Okay. And then you get up, cautiously in base, disengage, make some distance, and you give him a chance to get back in the water, all dirty, and off we go, back in the water. No problem. Good job, you guys. Controlling that disengagement, so critical. In the street fight, there will be no tap out, so you have to squeeze. The problem with submissions, they're so effective that when you squeeze, he's going to yell. And if you keep squeezing, he will not be able to comply. There's called pain compliance. There's a window from 0 to 10, pain experience. The first, you feel 0, feel nothing. Then 1 to 3 is moderate. 3 to 5, pain compliance window. They're compliant and they feel the pressure that you have control over them. When you go beyond level 5 pain, 5 to 10 is pain defiance. They cannot comply even if they want to because the pain is so excruciating. They don't have a choice. So you as a jiu-jitsu practitioner have to know when they're in pain compliance. And here's the thing, I can go to pain defiance, boom, and then what I do is I bring it back down, back to number 3. And I say, bro, I'm gonna let you go, are we good? Well, my point is you don't keep increasing pressure while you try to gain more compliance. More pressure doesn't mean more compliance. There's a diminishing return that is achieved after level 5 where more pressure equals less compliance and more spastic energy, which you don't want to have to deal with. All you need to do is calm them down, get compliance, and the fight's over, and you don't have to hurt their shoulder permanently. He's a surfer. Let him live. So just keep that in mind. Pain compliance, there's a window. Beyond that, you can cause so much injury that it actually works against you, which is what we always tell law enforcement, and hopefully you guys learn the same lesson. Excellent. Tracy, anything else for us? Thanks for joining us, you guys. Americana and clinch, they're basic, but there's a lot of details there. Feel free to review these techniques on the living room floor anytime, day or night, with or without us. And tomorrow morning, lesson 10 a.m., lesson number 3, mount control. Very exciting because tomorrow's lesson is the lesson that will give you the confidence to stay mounted long enough to employ today's Americana arm lock. All right? We'll see you guys there. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can stay after class and we'll talk to you guys. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you guys. Good job.
Bye-bye.